Hey there, it's Seb Fry, the Sold Guy here, and today I want to share with you some tips on how to survive living in your home while it's on the market. I've talked to a lot of people who have sold their house, and they tell me the same thing time and time again, which is the worst part of it was living in their home while it was being shown. And that's pretty easy to understand, really, because it's an awkward time. You're transitioning from when you own the house to when someone else owns the house. You're kind of in limbo, and it's just a not really comfortable place you can be. So if you can shorten that time period in any way and make it simpler, you're going to have a more rewarding, satisfying home selling experience. So let me share with you some of my tips on how to survive living in your home while it's on the market. Number one is to pack away all the stuff that you don't use on a day-to-day or a week-to-week basis. Clutter kills equity. If you have a lot of stuff in your house, people are going to be looking at your stuff and not the house. It's going to make your house feel cramped and not as open as it really is. So do yourself a favor and just pack all that stuff away. It's going to mean that you'll have less to worry about when people are over. Stuff won't get broken or damaged or misplaced or stolen or whatever. And it'll just result in a faster, smoother sale experience for you. Number two is get rid of all the stuff that you haven't used in like a year. I don't mean pack it away, I mean get rid of it. Look, we all have stuff that's in our basement, in our attics, in our garage, in the back of our closets that we haven't seen in years and we don't even know what it is anymore. Unless it's like your old wedding dress or family photos or the family jewels or whatever, get rid of it. You don't really need that stuff in your life. I see so many people who they buy a new house and they move all their stuff from their old house only just to throw it away when they get to the new house, right? You don't want to pay money to have that stuff stored or moved when it's stuff that you don't really want at all. So just get rid of it and you'll feel a lot better for it. It'll be a lot easier for you to move when the time finally comes. Number three is you want to be really meticulous with how you keep your house. When a buyer comes over and they open the door, you want them to say, they want the house to feel clean, fresh, and inviting. They don't want to go, ugh, right? You need to have your house spick and span spotless all the time. And I know that's really hard to do. So if you find yourself unable to do that, my advice is to hire a maid service to come and once a week and give your house a thorough cleaning from top to bottom, because that will save you a lot of time on market and it will increase the money that you get when you finally close the sale of your house. Number four is probably more important than ever, and that is you need to have absolutely magnificent landscaping out in front of your house. So many buyers today, they see homes on the internet and they go and drive by, and if they don't like what they see from the curb, they won't come back for an open house, they won't make an appointment to see it, and they certainly won't write any offers on your house. Having great curb appeal is super, super important. So plan on spending at least an hour or two every week in front of your house, keeping up the landscaping and making sure it looks absolutely top notch. And if you can't spend that kind of time, and I understand, I know I can't, hire a landscaper. It's only going to be about $50 or $100 a week to have them come and make sure the front of your house is looking fantastic. And that's money that can be very well spent. You'll have a shorter time on market and for sure sell your house for more than you would otherwise. Okay, tip number five does not apply to everybody. And for those to whom it does apply, it's going to be pretty hard to take this suggestion, but here it is. If you have animals, consider seeing if you can leave them with someone else while your home is on the market. That's because there's so many buyers today who are really sensitive to pet odors. When they walk in, if they smell a dog or a cat, they might walk right back out again. A lot of people have allergies, and there's just all kinds of reasons why people don't want to buy a house where they sense a heavy pet presence. So do yourself a favor. If you can, have your pet stay somewhere else while the showings are happening. Another thing to consider is that many times I've seen listings that say the seller needs 2 or 3 hours to make sure the pets are secure before the house can be shown. Buyers today have a limited time period which they can be out looking at houses, and if they are not able to see your house because you need 2 or 3 extra hours to get the home ready, they very well may move on to another house, fall in love with that one instead of yours, and make an offer on that one. I think you'll find that if you're able to keep the pets out of your house, the sale process will be smoother and faster, and you'll get more money for your home in the end. Number six is to make sure that you have like a locked drawer or like a locked box or a safe or something where you can keep your personal documents. So anything with your bank statements on it or your credit card statements or driver's license, birth certificate, passport, anything with any kind of personal identifying information, it should be locked away. It's not enough just to keep it in a drawer someplace, because there's so much information and identity theft going on today that you really want to make sure you have that information locked down and out of reach of prying eyes. Tip number 7 is to plan on having a couple of times during the middle of the week, ideally during the evenings, when buyers' agents know they can come by with their buyers without an appointment. So it's much better to tell your agent, hey, listen, have buyers come by on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 5:30 and 7 than to have some agent calling you at 5 o'clock on a Wednesday saying, hey, can I bring my buyers by in an hour? That oftentimes might not work for you. That could be when you have dinner or you plan on having friends come over and you have to tell the agent no. But if the agent knows that they can bring their buyers on Tuesdays or Thursdays between 5:30 and 7 without an appointment, that's when the showings will be concentrated and there'll be a lot less of an impact on your lifestyle if that's the way you handle a showing. So it's a good way to get more buyers in quickly and close the sale sooner. And number 8, this might sound obvious, but don't overprice your home. So many people overprice their homes and they think, well, that's okay. It will leave room to negotiate or I can come down later. Well, maybe those are true, but one thing is for certain, that overpricing your home will extend the amount of time it's on the market. Many, many studies have shown that the longer your home is on the market, the less it will ultimately sell for. So do yourself a favor, set your price correctly from the get-go. Your home will sell much more quickly and it will sell at a higher price. All right, tip number 9, my last tip, that is to make sure you have the very best photos, video, virtual tour, floor plans, drone video of the entire property. This way, you'll have the buyers coming through your door who really know what your property is about and they want to see it in person. You won't have people for whom the property just won't work. You'll have the best buyers for your property coming through in the shortest period of time because your home will look like the best home on the market for them, and that's what you want to get your home sold quickly and for the highest price possible. Hey, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, please go ahead, drop me an email or give me a call. My number is here at the bottom of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.